Peace, family. Welcome to my channel. I am in a completely different location. I'm in New Orleans. Finally, I made it. The drive was great. Moving in was great. I'm getting settled in very nicely, and I absolutely love my situation here. And in reflecting on my entire journey and what I've just been through over the last several months, I thought I would check in with you guys and tell you what I've learned so far in hopes that it helps you as well. But before I do that, my name is Amy from the Bohemian Healing Company. I am all about the divine feminine, sexuality, spirituality, tarot. So if you're interested in any of those things, I'm sure there's something on this channel for you today. So today is a tarot discussion. If you are here looking for a personal tarot reading, that's not what today is about. But I do want to talk about the Fool card. If you notice, the Fool card has a 0 on it. It's the very first card that comes out in the major arcana. Tarot is divided into 2 different sections, major and minor. And this is the very first major card, the Fool. And when I pull this card for my clients, a lot of the times they will look at it and be puzzled. They'll look at it and be like, I don't want to be the fool. How is the Fool a good card? How is it a good thing to be this person? If you look at the scene in front of him, you would think that he is stupid, that he's foolish, that he doesn't know what he's doing, that he should be looked down upon. I mean, he's about to jump off of a cliff, probably to sudden death, right? And he's not even paying attention to any of it. Good morning, y'all in the chat. Hey, how are you? So the Fool, he looks like he is headed into sudden danger or even death. But if you look at his face, he doesn't care. He is blissfully moving forward in the direction that his soul is calling him. He has this white flower and the yellow background. And tarot colors are pretty important. Everything in tarot is a symbol. It's there to spark something within your subconscious mind. And your subconscious is all about pictures. It's all about spur of the moment information. So your subconscious is taking in this card, taking in the yellow. Yellow is very hopeful. It's very much about faith. It is also your solar plexus chakra, which is encouraging you to live your life by your own rules, to express your unique version of yourself. So here this person is about to fall off of a cliff, and he looks so blissful. This card makes me think all the time about new beginnings, about starting again, and embarking on a journey that you have never been on before. If you know me, which some of you do, a lot of you don't, I recently moved from Florida to New Orleans, and I just got here on Monday. Today is Sunday, if you are watching it real time. So I've had less than a week here, but over the last 2 months, I've definitely been on a fool's journey. Okay, starting at 0, starting all over again, reimagining things that could go well for me, reimagining what my future might look like. And when this card comes out for you in any of your readings, it is also about having the courage to start over, to begin again, to move in a direction that you're not certain of. One thing I want to clear up about this card and about my journey and the things that I've done, I get a lot of comments from people like, wow, you're so brave. I can't believe you moved. Especially when I moved the first time from Utah to Florida. I got a lot of those comments. You're so brave. I could never do that. I would be too scared, etc., etc. And although the Fool on this picture does not look like he's scared, excuse me, I've been drinking iced coffee or whipped coffee. So I got little droplets on my card. So the Fool, he does not look like he's bothered. Like his face doesn't look like he's scared, right? But that doesn't mean that he's not scared. He's just moving in the direction that he knows is right for him. He's like, okay, this is the path, so I'm taking it. And in much the same way, anytime I move or anytime I do anything, it's not because I'm not scared. It's because I know that I have been called to do something. How do I know that I've been called to do something? It can come in a dream. It can come to you in reoccurring thoughts, those things that you just keep on thinking about, those opportunities that you keep wishing that you had, that dream in the back of your mind that maybe you're too afraid or too scared to admit to anyone. Those are the sorts of things that are clues for you about what your fool's journey is, about what you need to be moving toward. Those things that just won't go away, those things that you think about before you go to sleep at night, those things that make time just go by so fast. You know, have you ever been doing something that you love and you look up and you're like, damn, 7 hours have passed, or however much time? For me, that's tarot. For me, that's teaching people. For me, that's creating things with teas. And, you know, for me, that was moving here. Okay. So, what is your journey, or what is something in your mind that seems foolish, that won't go away, that you would love to encounter or accomplish or go after? What sort of dreams have you been hanging on to that you're too afraid to express or to act on? Those things might be the clue, might be the secret to what you need to be doing on your journey. So, I have a podcast. It's called Love or Goddess, and I've already talked about this on the podcast. Um, but the reason that I moved to New Orleans is because of a dream. I had a dream, and there was other information before that. So if you want the full story, go listen to the podcast. But I had a dream, and I have not spent a significant amount of time in New Orleans at all. I've probably been like 3 or 4 times in my life. Um, and each one of those times that I was in New Orleans, I never thought to myself, oh, yeah, I'm going to live here one day. That was never on my radar. In fact, I think I said the opposite thing, like, oh, I would never live here, but it was cool to visit. Okay. So about 3 months ago, I had a dream. In the dream, there was a land that was very familiar, very green, very ancestral. I had a shop. It was an apothecary. There were herbs everywhere. There was a little cat inside of the shop. And nowhere in the dream did it say, oh, this is New Orleans. It just felt that way. Just, I woke up and I knew it. I knew that I was being called somewhere. Now, when I say this out loud, that I'm moving to New Orleans because of a dream, how does that make me sound? How does that make me sound, for real? Probably foolish. It probably makes me sound like an idiot. It probably makes me sound like, what the hell is this girl doing? She's moving from state to state to state to live somewhere that she knows absolutely nothing about. Yeah, most of the world would say that that is foolish. That, girl, what are you doing? You're about to fall off this cliff. You're going to bust your ass. You're going to do something that you regret. And for about 2 months, I was wrestling with that. I had already gotten a job. I had already kind of halfway decided, oh, I'm going to go in this direction. And then I started thinking, okay, this doesn't make sense. It's the middle of a pandemic. COVID-19 is just crazy as ever, you know? Why would I move in the middle of a pandemic? Okay, then more doubt starts coming in. What if I hate it? And I make a mistake, and then I'm just asked out. I'm over here in New Orleans for a year and I hate it. What if things don't pan out with this job? What if I hate the job? What if they decide not to pay me because of X, Y, or Z? What if I am, leaving a situation that is better for me and I'm moving to New Orleans for no reason? What if, and your brain can just keep going and going and going and creating all of these scenarios. And if it's not you specifically creating these scenarios, the people around you might be creating them for you. Like, oh, girl, you probably shouldn't do that. Do you know how many people told me, don't move to New Orleans? The crime rate is too high. Don't move to New Orleans. The weather is too crazy. Don't do these things because of X, Y, and Z. It's foolish. Don't do it. But in the back of my mind and deep in my heart, like I knew that's where I needed to be. I knew that, okay, I might sound like a dumbass to everybody else, but to me, like, I know this is right. And you're absolutely right, Ty. Sometimes we have to take a chance. And that's what this entire video is about. When the Fool card comes out, he is encouraging you to take a leap of faith, to take that step, even if it doesn't make sense, even if everybody around you is like, what the fuck? It's important that you do it anyway. It's important for your spiritual growth. It's important for your relationship with your higher self and your intuition. It's important if you've been asking the universe for a change, okay? How can you ask for change if you are unwilling to change anything? Does it make sense? Does it make sense that you would get everything that you want if you never do anything different? It doesn't make sense to me. And it doesn't make sense to the universe either. A lot of the time, we are a little bit too concerned about playing it safe, about keeping the status quo. And when we are doing that, we're not learning anything. Challenge is what teaches us. If things are really easy and just the same all the time, are you learning anything? Are you growing? Are you developing? Are you gaining anything? No. At the very least, the Fool has a story, right? At the very least, he's learned something. He's been like, hey, I learned that I should or should not do X, Y, and Z. Okay. In our culture in the United States, I'm not sure about everywhere else, but there's this emphasis on success, right? And we often forget that in order to succeed, it often requires us to fail and to fall on our asses a few times. If you're lucky, a few times, and the rest of us, we just keep busting our asses all the time. That's not failure. If you learn something, it's not failure, okay? Growth mindset, the idea that you can always get better, you can always change, you can always embrace the new, okay? And that by trying something and stepping out on a limb, it brings you closer and it makes you stronger. It brings you closer to your goals and it makes you stronger, okay? So the Fool card, it comes out as a new beginning. And I want you to really think about how many times this year you have been asked to engage in something new, to do something new, to do something different. Okay, a lot of my clients and my friends and the people that I know this year, they've been moving, they've been getting new jobs, starting a new career, getting divorces, breaking up with people they know aren't good for them. So much change is happening, and so many people are beginning to answer the call of their soul, right? Each of us comes here with something that our spirit wants us to do or to accomplish. And 2020 has been rough, but for a lot of people, they've taken this opportunity to create something better for themselves. So I'm asking you, are you one of those people? Are you one of these people that is taking a risk, that is being true to yourself, to your calling, to your dreams, to your goals, even if other people feel like you're foolish? Tony says, me, I am. Great job, Tony. That's so beautiful. Ty, I like my new. Yeah, absolutely. So I think the other part I want to touch on is the idea of like what courage means. And I forget who said it, but courage is not the absence of fear. Okay. Courage is not the absence of fear. So, what does that mean? When people tell me you are so brave for moving or for going after this thing or leaving everything you know behind, when they tell me I'm brave and that they would be too scared to do it for themselves, my response is always that I was scared too. I was very scared. Very, very scared. And if you're in my personal life, you probably received several phone calls where I was crying, where I was nervous or anxious, or like, am I doing the right thing? I asked a lot of people for readings. I asked a lot of people for their opinions. And ultimately, none of that mattered because I knew in my heart, in my mind, that it was right. And no matter what anybody else says, that feeling that I was doing the right thing was still there. So I was scared. I'm still a little bit like, ooh, what's going to happen? What's happening next? And even if you're scared, that doesn't mean you're weak. That doesn't mean you're not courageous. Courage is feeling fear and doing the thing anyway. Okay. Feeling the fear and deciding, hey, this thing, although it scares the shit out of me, this is what could ultimately bring me the most happiness, the most fulfillment, and I'm going to take that risk. So I would challenge you to look in your own life and to see those places where perhaps you have been contemplating a new beginning, where you might be feeling scared or anxious, and excited about the potential, the possibilities. Okay. I want you to analyze that and think about, if nothing else, right? I've heard lots of people talking about 2020, like 2020 is a shit year. Okay, so if nothing else, then allow 2020 to show you where you need to be. Allow 2020 to realign you on your life's path. Allow 2020 to be the year where you agree to go with the flow, where you decide, okay, shit isn't normal anyway. Shit isn't secure anyway. Nothing is normal anyway. I might as well go for this thing or try this thing or move to this place or whatever it is for you. Okay. What better time than now? Huh? I don't know. Ooh, whipped coffee is so good. If you've not gotten on that trend, I suggest you do. Ty says facts. As long as you know it's right, no one else's opinion matters, but it doesn't hurt to get others' advice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Advice is great. Getting other people's perspective is wonderful. But at the end of the day, you have to be true to you and to what you feel is right for you. Great. I love that, Ty. Tony says, yes, I'm scared, but it's a good scared because I know it's going to work out in the end. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I just wanted to pop in and share this little message about the Fool card. The Fool card is a wonderful card to come out in a reading. It is encouraging you to be true to yourself, to be true to your desires, and to take the leap of faith. I think Will Smith said, like, he was talking about in an interview before all this whole like August blah 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 stuff. He was talking about, like, on the other side of fear is everything that you've ever wanted. And I truly, firmly believe that on the other side of fear is everything you could ever want. Face your fears, do the thing. It's going to be great. You are absolutely supported. Ty said, yep, finally took a step back from the ex and started dating for the first time in 6 years. I was scared to meet others. Now I'm happy as hell. That's beautiful, Ty. Ashe. Beautiful, beautiful. After 6 years, right? We're doing things that we don't normally do. Tony says, I'm glad about the pandemic because I grew so much and I never would have started my business. Ashe, Tony, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's been a rough year and I'm not taking that away from anybody at all. But can we find silver lining? What can we do with the pieces that we've been given? Right? So congratulations to you, Tony and Ty. Great job. Stepping out there. Great job, like, facing your fears, allowing yourself to begin again. Let a new life happen to you, y'all. It might just blow your mind, okay? It might blow your mind. So before I leave today, I do want to pull a card for tomorrow's Mantra Monday post. I'll post the post tomorrow, but I want to pull a card today. I have some responsibilities I have to take care of tomorrow, so I won't be able to do that first thing in the morning. Yes. Okay. So what do we need to know about this week? Ooh, hold on. There's some action in the chat. I want to read it real quick. So Ty says, facts, Tony. I feel like a few people have used this time to start their own business. People awakened. Yes. Congrats, Tony. Marina says, I agree, Tony. I started doing nails in January during the pandemic. It definitely helped me with my clients. Congrats, Marina. See, this is beautiful. It's all about adapting and overcoming. It's like, okay, can we roll with the punches? Can we flow with it? Or are we going to allow ourselves to get stuck? Okay, so it's beautiful. All right, let's ask the angels, ancestors, and spirit guides for a card that we can focus on for this week. What is our mantra, our message? What do we need to know, do, or understand? Ooh, here we go. All right, so for this week, we have the Justice card coming out, another major arcana card. This is also the Libra card for any Libras out there. This could be a big week for y'all. When I first see the Justice card, it reminds me about balance, right, with the two scales. Where in our lives are we perhaps giving too much and receiving too little? Where are we exerting too much effort and not having enough rest? Where are we pushing too much instead of opening up to receive? Balance is huge, right? And just because we talk about balance, it doesn't mean that it's 50-50, right? It's about finding a balance that works for you as you move throughout your different situations. This is also a card of karma and getting what you deserve. And this is not necessarily negative, but over these last several months, right? Think about, we're more than halfway through this year, right? So over the first 7-8 months of this year, what kind of seeds have you been planting? What kinds of opportunities have you been setting yourself up for? How have you been using this time with COVID, with time off work, whatever your situation is? How have you been using your time and your resources to help you get what you want? I think for a lot of people who've been putting work in and just been, trying to achieve or reach certain goals, I think this week is a wonderful week for seeing results, for getting something back from all of the effort that you've been putting in. Okay. The Justice card is also, if we're looking at it from the Libra lens, it's also kind of a more social card. It's about the connections that you have with other people and how those connections can help you achieve more. Okay. Libras are really great at like bridging the gap. They're like, oh, well, I know someone who knows someone who knows someone that can help you with this. Okay. The Justice card is also a reminder that you will get what you want. You will get what is yours. Nothing that is for you can miss you. Nothing that is written for you can be taken away. So when this card comes out, it's a reminder to me to have faith that, things are working out the way that they should. The divine is getting everything situated in the most beautiful of ways. It's also a reminder too to wield your sword, to use your tools that you've been given to create the effect that you would like to see. Okay. All right. So the mantra on the back, the reason why we do mantra is a mind tool. Mind tools help us to make our minds more positive, to help our minds focus on the things that we want instead of the things that we don't want, so that we can manifest our greatest reality. Mantra works if we repeat it. So together we're going to repeat it 3 times. On the back it says, what is meant for me cannot miss me. What is meant for me cannot miss me. What is meant for me cannot miss me. So there's that. I am going to put this mantra in my phone as the label for my alarm. I might also write it on a little index card, stick it on my refrigerator or my mirror so that I can see it and I can be reminded that what's mine is always going to be mine, no matter what. Even when things seem a little tough, or even when things seem like, well, goddamn, when am I going to catch a break? Everything that is yours is written and will always be given to you. Be open to receive it, okay? What is meant for me cannot miss me. Ashe. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of the warm wishes, for the donations. Oh my God, y'all. Those have been so helpful. Moving is not cheap. But again, it's not all about the money. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting with me, liking, commenting, subscribing, following me on Facebook, Instagram. I'll put all of that in the description. Be sure to check out Tony Goodwin over here in the comments. Tony, I think, lives in Georgia and has just started a new business. Tony Cooks, all right? And I've been hearing a lot of great shit. Tony's a chef. So go ahead and hit Tony up if you're in the area. Marina, I don't know where you do nails at, but Marina in the comment section has also started a business. If you want to reach out, go ahead and check her out, see where she lives. Yeah, absolutely. Ty says, thank you for always guiding us. We love you. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Let's support each other, y'all. There's enough abundance for everybody. We ain't got to be selfish up in here. Abundance begets more abundance. When you are blessed, bless someone else. Keep it going, especially if they're Black. And that's just the truth, okay? I love you guys. Marina, Pennsylvania. Okay, and Marina's looks like Instagram is MB_nails20. Tony, if you want to drop your Instagram, go ahead and do that. Anybody who wants to drop their anything, do that in the next 2 minutes because I'm going to go. Follow each other, help each other out. I'm going to put my Linktree information in the description as always. I love you too, Tony. Yeah. Last call. Anybody who wants to put their stuff in the chat, go ahead and put it so we can follow you, we can see you, we can support you. Absolutely. Ty says, how have you been, Amy? I've been great. I've been great. There's just really no words. When I first drove into New Orleans, like I cried because it was just so beautiful and it felt so familiar. Felt like home in a way that I haven't felt in a long time. So I'm excited. I've only been here, tomorrow makes a week. So this is just the beginning, but I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Tony says, follow me on Facebook at Tony Goodwin. Absolutely. Go follow. Come back soon. That's good to hear. Yes, absolutely. In the meantime, I want y'all to think about all of your favorite places in New Orleans that you think I should try or go to. Reach out. Let me know because your girl is super green here. I'm super new. But anyway, I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Of course, I'm going to come back and do the mini readings, but I want to make sure this channel is versatile. I want to teach you more about tarot. I want to talk to you. You know, sometimes I just want to talk. I don't always want to read tarot all the time, which I love tarot, but let's talk. Let's do other things on this channel. Come on. I want to go for the food. Absolutely. The food is so delicious. I'm just like, dang. I feel like I've gained weight already. Like my ass just got a little bit fatter just by nature of living here. Like as soon as I drove over the bridge, it was like, Tony, you've never been? Come through, Tony. Come through. Maybe not right now, because everything is pretty much closed. The restaurants are still open, which is nice, but like all the festivals and stuff, those have been canceled for the most part. Ty says, then I definitely need to visit. Yep, absolutely. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I love you. Oh, wait, more comments. You keep keeping me here. Jennifer says we got married in NOLA 25 years ago and go there a few times a year. It's my happy place. Beautiful, Jennifer. We'll have to link up sometime. Tony, we need to go to. Yes. How cute would that be? We need to have like a little Boho Tarot fan meeting in New Orleans sometime. That'll be so cute. Meet you guys in real life and give you a hug and all that. That would be dope. But the reason I have to go is because I have a Zoom meeting that I have to do for the school that I'm working with. Tony says, yes, Ty, let's make plans. Yes, meet up with y'all one day. Ooh, yes, that'd be so fun. I live here, so I'll be here 365, but y'all let me know and we can meet up at a restaurant or something and just talk. Chill. I love it. Jennifer says, I'm down for that. Woo woo. Yes. Just makes me happy. My house is kind of cute too, so you guys might, depending on how many people and who you are. If I get the people in here, I got good vibes from you. But anyway, hit me up. Let's do something in New Orleans. Have a powwow. Let's talk, let's chat, let's read tarot, let's do a workshop, let's do something. All right, here I go. I gotta go. I love you though. Bye, y'all.